Morning, guys. Sowore. Thank God for very dark man. Thank God for very dark man. At least he has helped us to unmask Sowore now. He has really done a great job by unmasking Sowore. You know, after Very Dark Man did that video of how Sowore pays his children's school fees, I sat down. I'm like, that's true. That means Sowore has been lying to us all this while, especially we that we fight for him online. We do everything to make sure he's being protected. So I felt, very dark man, thank you so much. God bless you for the information you gave to us. Thank you for the nonsense information you gave to us. The nonsense information you gave to us. Like, you think everybody is daft, like people that are following you, people that follow you back to back. We are not all daft now. We are not all, some of us have brain to think, to ask questions. We don't just follow suit of whatever you put out there. We don't follow suit. We investigate. I came across a video this morning, right? Because I was going to do the same. I've been trying to research on the school that Very Dark Man talked about, Sowore's children's school that he talked about. But I now came across a video this morning, and that guy has already done the investigation, has gotten some, report back or reply back from the school of Sowore's children's school, right? Because I believe and I know that almost private school abroad, there's always a grant. I know that. And I know that for the fact that sometimes those private schools, right, your child could get a scholarship into that school and you pay maybe about 30% or 25% or even as little as 10% of the total tuition fee, right? So when Very Dark Man came out with those nonsense, I was just laughing that this guy, school is not a scam. All of you that is always saying school is a scam and school is not a scam, trust me, it is not a scam. So you should always ask questions. Don't just follow people for following sake. Always try to challenge everything they say. But watch the video.
Make your accusation and say you are lying. I went further. I did reach out to the school, and you can see our email conversation on the screen. I reached out to the school, and what the school told me is that every family pays $1,500 per year in tuition. That's every family, regardless of your family income. However, they do have grants. They do have what? They do have grants that they give families based on family income and a whole other factors. So in that email, you could read that it says, my guess is that your family, because I said that we earn less than $60,000 and our child is 14 years old. So it's my guess that your family would qualify for the full amount. In interpretation, that if we say that our income is less than 60,000, all the child would have to pay is $1,500. This is not me saying it. This is the email from the school, not me. And you can see the email signature. That's what the school said. Which means the Sowore's kids might not even be paying anywhere close to that amount. And it's also very important to say that Dwight Englewood reports that school is actually a not-for-profit school. So that means they do not operate it seeking profit. So they are not, giving dividends or income to people who contribute capital to run the school. And something that is very important that I want you to note. So I did pull out their tax record, and in the tax record, it shows that Englewood reports an endowment balance of about 25.26 million. So they have endowment balance, money available to give us grants, over $25 million the school has. Remember what I said, that they are not for profit. They have over $25 million available for grants. And the tax declaration says that this endowment supports faculty salaries, financial aid grants, which is where tuition falls into, the library, facility needs, and other educational purposes. Last year, excess of revenue over expense was 2.7 million, and 2024 was 3.3 million. So when we do all of this, it means that this school is a not-for-profit and they have a lot of donations because I mean they have a healthy balance of donation. I think last year they got about $1.3 million in donation. So they easily give grants, but they don't process it themselves. They process it with a third party, as you saw on that email. So you can see that the school is not for profit and they give grant heavily. So my question is very dark, man. Do you know what grant Sowore's kids are on before spreading misinformation that Sowore is paying 60 something million per year and you calculated it up very close to $1 billion? Sowore's wife. If you don't know, Sowore's wife was born in US, so she was born in US. She did not travel to US. She was born in US and she lives with the kids in US. So all three of them, two kids and her, are both citizens or are all citizens. So they were born there. I don't know if you understand what that means, but they were born there. So they are Americans with American passports, right? American privileges, right? And that's not only what it is. Oh, she works as a senior vice president, consumer marketing at Teladoc Health currently. And before that, she previously held senior executive roles at American Express. These are better companies. Oh. This is not fish pie. Oh. American Express, Citigroup, and Delta Airlines. She held senior executive roles. Do you know how much they pay these roles in US? Some of these senior executive roles gets paid as much as $500,000 a year, which is salary plus shares and all of the benefits and everything. So she's been in this field for 15 years, 16, maybe 20 something years. Do you know how much she has made? So in your head, it's only Sowore that is responsible for the family. But you're a single guy, and I'm not going to dive into what I know about your escapade. I'm not here for that. But you don't understand that when people are married, two people come together to bring the resources and, they sponsor the family. So just looking at his wife alone, she could afford it. We've not even talked about grants. I've not even talked about real estate investment. So maybe they bought real estate properties that has gotten some equity. I've not even talked about inheritance. Right? This lady lived all her life.
You guys have seen that guy actually break it down a bit, explain how it works, and the school replied to him. They explained to him, they explained to him how funding. They even said maybe they even said the guy's children might end up paying like $1,005 or even paying nothing. So you see, when some of us speak about Nigeria sometimes to say government can do better, government can help people, right? Some of you don't reason it the way we see things abroad, the way things work abroad. A child could go, if that child is very brilliant, really very brilliant, they could get a scholarship to a school, right? And the parents will pay nothing, maybe less or nothing at all, depending on how brilliant that child is or how they could get extra funding for their children's tuition fee. So very dark, man. We are still waiting for those receipts. You are everywhere. We are everywhere. Apart from the edited chat that you posted. Very dark, man. You are falling my hand, though. And I like the boy, but it's falling my hand. I so much like Very Dark Man when he first started. But it is what it is. When people derailed, they start being desperate to make sure everything they say is right. That's what the outcome is always been. Anyway, peace and love, M27 at G. Like I always say, don't put yourself in trouble. Focus and build your own self, because I'm building myself little by little that I can do. So peace out. I love you all.